When you think 5-star characters in gacha games, you think amazing animations, amazing designs, and amazing power. But the 5-star characters in Wuthering Waves don't have that. Yes, they're all pleasant to look at. I think they're all fun characters too. But I don't think they feel like 5 stars. With the exception of Jian and Yinlin, who are limited 5-star characters, none of the 5 stars on the standard banner actually stand out more than the 4 stars. The 4 stars in Wuthering Waves are excellently designed. Their appearance feels appropriate, their gameplay is varied, more varied than most of the 5 stars. Take Farina, for example. There's no doubt that she's a very useful character to have as she provides excellent buffs for your party members. But she just feels so bad to play. If there were 3 stars in this game, that is what she would feel like. She doesn't have the pizzazz. And then there's Calcharo. Remember this awesome animation from the trailer? Yeah, you'll probably never see that. For some reason, they locked that ability behind having dupes. That's actually his enhanced intro skill. So you need to pull Calcharo 3 times to even see that. He's on the standard banner, which means you can't even target him. Jianxin is one of the more interesting characters of the bunch. She's got a nice little parry move. Encore is, again, not that interesting. In fact, most of the characters who use this weapon type don't feel that distinct. Lingyang is one of the more different looking characters, and he does carve out a niche with his aerial attacks. But he also sounds like this.
Our efforts paid off!
I don't want to listen to that. Why does he sound so young? He literally sounds like he's 6 years old. Why is he so muscular? It's the gameplay that really lets them down for me. 4 stars in Wuthering Waves just feel so interesting. You've got Danjin with her risk versus reward, HP losing and stealing gameplay. For her to be as good as possible, you've got to be 1 hit from death at all times. But hilariously, she is much stronger than any other character in the game at that power, including 5 stars. Taoqi is an amazing character for any beginner, and anyone who likes counterattacks. She's extremely self-sufficient, she can heal herself, she can give shields to herself and her party members, she can block damage. You've got Sanhua, who's basically spamming Tidus's overdrive from Final Fantasy X all the time. Alto creates these mist gates and has to shoot through them for enhanced damage. There are more, but you get the picture. 4 stars have interesting gimmicks and feel really good to play. It's genuinely more exciting to get 4-star characters in Wuthering Waves than to pray you get a 5-star. Because the thing is, they're just not that strong. Even if you get one, unless you just really love the character design, you don't feel rewarded for it. The color palette between all the 5 stars is pretty barren too. I don't mind that most of the characters in the game are predominantly black and white, but among the standard banner 5 stars, this is especially noticeable. Then there's Jian, a limited 5-star. He's just not that fun. There's nothing that makes him feel way more special in terms of gameplay than any other sword user in the game. He can use a spear sometimes, which is a cool aesthetic thing. His special effects look awesome, there's no denying that. But despite looking more the part of a 5-star, he doesn't really feel it, and he doesn't have the power to back it up either. Yinlin, on the other hand, is the only character who, to me, truly feels worthy of the 5-star title. Her design is excessive and it stands out. Her puppet attacks are really beautiful. The lightning chains that she summons from the sky are awesome, and her effects are really, really big. On top of that, she can mark enemies. When she hits an enemy, any enemy who is marked will get struck by lightning from above. It looks awesome, it feels awesome. Yinlin, it's good. So why doesn't it feel like the other 5 stars have that same level of cool factor and the gameplay to set them apart? Really, one of the biggest problems is they just don't feel strong enough. Rexland has joked that Danjin's banner has a Jian rate up, and honestly, that is how the game feels in closed beta 2. I really don't want the game's initial 5 stars feeling so throwaway. Right now, it's hard to justify spending any money on them, which is the ultimate goal of any 5-star character in these games. Why do that when you can have Taoqi's survivability, Baichu's healing, and Danjin's insurmountable strength? And then you have the final nail in the coffin for these 5 stars, which is, of course, the 50-50 banner. The pity is 80, and the rates are marginally better than Genshin Impact's. but that still doesn't make me want to get them. Most ironically, Rover, who is your free starter 5-star character, the main character of the game, feels way better to play than most of these characters. Yes, Rover is very, very basic, but finds it easy to parry and has a really good, smooth moveset. You expect the starter character to not have the most insane animations, but Rover's design is amazing too. And most importantly, Rover is really strong. Rover feels way better to use than all these other characters, you see what I mean? So for the launch of the game, I'd really like to see something done about the 5 stars. Make them stronger, don't paywall their core abilities, hello? And just make them feel as loved as the 4 stars. Give them a little something extra, maybe some more special effects, maybe 1 or 2 more changes to their movesets. Just something, because right now, I don't feel the need to spend on anyone except Yinlin. That said, that's probably just personal taste. I'm sure a lot of these characters have fans, but will the fans enjoy playing them for that long? That's the question. In Kurogame's other game, Punishing Grey Raven, the equivalent of 4 stars, A ranks, feel excellently designed and have all sorts of unique mechanics. But S ranks, the equivalent of 5 stars, really feel next level. Somehow they both feel amazing but also distinct. And I want to see that in Wuthering Waves too. I want the 4 stars to remain diverse and powerful, but I want the 5 stars to feel special. That's all. Anyway, these are just some thoughts. Let me know if you disagree. But if you want to see some more positive changes in Wuthering Waves, check out this video.